Okay. We have no choice but to move on to the next defendant, which is Ghost, and his lawyer, Alex.
Oh, fuck.
Guys, please come to the stand.
Are they
Ghost,
mentally
yeah,
okay,
please.
or is this like a breakdown? Eerie.
Yo,
Eerie.
I found a cave.
Eerie, I'm gonna put down
Eerie.
some water for you. Come up.
I'm
Eerie,
okay.
please.
I'll
Be
feed
like
you
a lawyer.
please.
sometime.
Eerie, please come up. Eerie, please.
Okay.
I just found a candle, so I think I'm better off on
Eerie.
the ground.
Is it a sign of protest, Yuri?
Sure.
Yeah, God is on the roof. Eerie is in hell. I think Eerie's the devil.
Is that a rubber duck up there?
I just had the devil defend me, Grant. Is there a rubber?
Oh, hey, I found a bottle.
They'll be fine.
Okay, Alex, please, go
Let's
on.
all listen to the TV while they stare at God.
I found a lush cave.
All right. Now, before I speak on behalf of my client, I want to give him the chance to be heard first.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Ghost, we've heard a lot during this trial today, from the government, the revolutionaries, their lawyers, and witnesses. We are the last case on this list, and you're the last person being heard, despite sitting in the main cell, isolated by everyone else. So please, for the first time, look around to everyone on the server, ready to listen to your point of view, without judgment or interruption. Let us hear your view on the story.
We, as a group, well, I was the one to send out the invitations, but we started the revolutionaries as a group because we genuinely believed that the government was going to be harmful to the server. We thought we were acting in the server's best interests, and looking back now, we were wrong. We never gave opportunity to hear the government's side in full willingness to hear what they were trying to say. We immediately jumped to violence, and I think the government were right to stop us. Looking now, I've been in prison for 3 months in what I will describe as awful conditions. Walking into the trial today was the first time I've felt wind, seen grass, seen sunlight in 3 months. I feel like I've been punished for my actions, but if the jury decide today that I deserve worse, then I will accept that.
Okay, God, you know what? You don't have to be that dramatic. So, anyways, what you've heard here right now is someone who's truly feeling guilty for what he's done. Yes, he did things. He hurt people. He hurt Soph. He hurt the other he scared the rest of the government the whole time. That is factual, and he's admitting that thoroughly. But I do believe that he is good at heart. And at the end of the day, he just tried to do the best. What is the best for the server? And I'm not just saying that out of my ass. Pardon, the word. You can also read that up in all the evidence we have up in that locker, just to quote some of the things that he has said in the confessions. The first quote is from page 3 in the confession from him. I did not intend the group to be violent, and our intent in meeting was to ensure our and the rest of the SMP's safety against a potentially corrupt government. The second quote, page 7 to 8. We chose a firework as we could use a weak one that would give nothing but mild burns, and that it should be aimed carefully to make sure innocent people in the crowd weren't hurt. The third quote, on page 9, Tigress immediately began suggesting many violent things, such as rigging the entire podium to blow up with TNT. Some members of the group were starting to agree with this plan, but myself and others shut it down. Quote 4, page 20. I found out while spying around the main SMP The tigress had died because she shot into Church Prime, which was full of people hiding from the fighting. This went against everything we had agreed and I thought we stood for. The fifth quote, I didn't know what to do, but encouraged the others to search for non-violent ways of proceeding from page 33. Those were, at least partly, also quotes we have heard Soph already using at the beginning of her speech. But I want to add one more. And I'm very sorry to admit this, Ghost, but we have your diary in the
What?
locker. And one of the entries on page 56, entry 55, which I am assuming means that Ghost has written diaries for quite some time, says, PvP practice did not go well today. I'm worried for when we next have to fight. They died last time, and I can still 1v3 them. I would hate to try to stop them from fighting for what they believe in, but at the cost of their life. I'm just a PvP guy, not the decision maker. I can only try plan as best as I can to make sure we all get out alive next time. I won't let there be another Pope Cat. So, for those wondering who Pope Cat is or might have forgotten, that was one person from the revolutionaries who also died. Killed by a member of the TOS who were contracted by the government at the time to protect them. During spying on them, they lost their life and never returned. We don't know where they are. That provoked quite some emotions in revolutionaries, you would say, which also Ash told us about previously, that they wanted revenge for that. But this page also concludes and kind of proves that Ghost was never the leader. They were all equal. And he only lied that he was the leader to protect the members of the revolutionaries. So from the beginning to the end, the only thing he wanted to do was protect people, be it the revolutionaries or the rest of the SMP. Now, that also means that a lot of the people, at least the ones I have met on this SMP so far, I never really met someone who was scared of Ghost or would feel threatened by Ghost other than the government themselves. To be fair, I wasn't there from the very beginning, but I at least am considering Ghost affiliate my friend, and I am feeling safe around him, but I'm not the only one. So I would like to get Maddie up to the stand as a witness.
Okay, that would be allowed.
Is this where I stand?
Yes, exactly. So, Maddie. Maddie is one of my neighbors and also met Ghost while we hang out one time before the imprisonment happened.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie, what do you think about Ghost Affiliate? What was your first impression of Ghost?
My first impression of Ghost was that he was funny and he was just like chill. We could hang out, just talk, and there wasn't any like awkward silence or any like worry. We were just like hanging out, chilling, talking, walking around, having fun.
Did at any point in time you feel threatened or at fear of your life with Ghost around?
No, as I said, from what from my understanding, Ghost is very calm, nice, and at no point in time did I ever feel unsafe or threatened while hanging out with Ghost.
Would you say that Ghost was actually the one who was the most scared during the whole event?
Yeah, when we were walking around, Ghost didn't feel as though it was safe for him to be on the server, and he was walking around with us with like invisibility potions, and he was invisible and stayed quiet almost the whole time when we were talking to other people.
Thank you. Now, what I want to add here is that the government wanted to imprison all of them. But Ghost feared for his life the whole time he was with me. And I'm not saying that this fear was absolutely justified. It was because he had an unusual big fear of the government. He had some thoughts how the government would act, similar to the revolutionaries, how the revolutionaries act when some of their people died, which was also kind of just further proven when we, for example, asked Dylan, someone from the government, how he would react if he stumbled over Ghost. And while Ghost was standing next to me, invisible, he said I would kill him on sight. And Maddie was there to prove this. Now, I'm not saying that the government is inherently a bad one and that the revolutionaries and everything that they have done is justified, okay? The government was also scared because they were also human. So I can absolutely understand that Dylan, having to go through the loss of his sister once, would react in such an emotional manner and answer in such a manner. And at the end of the day, they kept the promise to keep the revolutionaries alive and put them into prison. But it provoked and just fueled the fear that Ghost had in his heart from the beginning, and that started the whole idea that the government is a threat. But I'm not standing here to just say, oh yeah, everything's fine, you know? We should all just forget what Ghost did, because again, Ghost is regretting it. Ghost knows what he has done. We all know what he has done. The vault with the evidence knows what he has done. And to deny this is stupid and doesn't bring us anywhere. But the government promised that the prison is not there to just put people aside and let them rot. The prison is there so the people would feel guilty for what they have done, learn, and get back into society, find their way back into the society and lose all these thoughts that they have about everyone. This fear that they are in danger from the government. So I personally want Ghost to get out of prison and be on probation because he has suffered enough in this cell. He was put in the isolation cell, which is the worst one I have ever witnessed. When I visited him the first time, I snuck out a picture. So let's just show everyone how the cell looks. This is the condition that Ghost is living under for 3 months. He has never seen light for 3 months. He wasn't allowed to talk to people for 3 months. I'm gonna be real. This cell looks like a torture chamber with IKEA furniture. And when the government is truly aiming to make normal people out of revolutionaries, peaceful members of the SMP, then this is not the way to go. And Ghost has shown true remorse for what he has done now. So he deserves to get a second chance, in my humble opinion. We, as a server, should always strive for compassion and a peaceful community. Both the government and the revolutionaries try to achieve that in their own ways. But I also believe we should believe in second chances. So please, give me back my friend. I rest my case.
Thank you, Alex.
Can I also go?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay. Ghost, would you like to add something?
I truly believe that what I did was wrong before, but I have seen what I did wrong. If the jury does decide to let me out today, then I swear I will do everything I can to make up for what I did. And I would
Okay.
hope that anyone that visited me in prison will be able to attest to that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your case. I think everyone, if anyone has something to say, if not, the members of the jury can make their decisions. Their
We need
decision
to
and
cross still.
one more time.
We need to cross. Self hasn't said anything yet.
I missed that. Okay, yeah. So please make your defense.
I mean, I don't think there's really much I can add apart from you've all seen what Ghost has done. I've described the hell it has brought not only me, but my friends and family. How scared Vadra and I have been. Vadra and I had to basically go into hiding with maximum security and just people looking after us to make sure that nothing happened to us again. And I mean, it was the worst few months of my life. I was stuck, like Ghost, in a tiny room for months on end. And to be fair, I'm the innocent one in this. Like, I'm just trying to do my job. I'm trying to be a good vice president, doing everything I possibly can to help make this server the best place. And all of this has been caused by a group that Ghost himself is part of. Yes, he's confessed to a lot of stuff, which shows that, yeah, he's maybe trying and maybe trying to make himself look a bit better, trying to make the others look a bit more worse, so they also stay with him. But, like, at the end of the day, he's done what he's done. He's murdered, he's caused harm, and you've all seen the evidence. It's very clear what's happened, especially with Ghost, and what he's done. I'd say he's probably the worst person of that group, which is why he's in the maximum security. Because who's to say that he's not gonna get out and do it again? Who's to say that he wouldn't hurt another member of the government if they tried to, I don't know, if they tried to do something that they just didn't agree with, that their morals didn't agree with? There's no proof that he wouldn't do that, is there?
But Sav, for what do we have the prison if it's not to bring people back to their senses and make them regret the things that they have done? Which is something you have achieved with Ghost. Have you seen him? Have you looked at him once? I understand that what he has done to you and has done to everyone else on this from the government was horrible, and you didn't deserve it at all. I understand your anger, and you are allowed to be angry, even if the jury decides to give him probation or whatever. You can continue to despise him, not trust him, or hate him. But as a server, as a whole, he deserves a second chance after having been in prison and understood that the things he has done were wrong. Of course, there will never be a thing where we can ensure. It will, of course, never happen. It is now a thing of trust. Do we want a server who will just put away everyone who's crossing someone's path? Or do we want a server built on trust?
He has killed he has been the main perpetrator in most of this. Yes, he may have done things, and he may choose to admit to things to hopefully get a lighter sentence, but that could all be a ploy.
But he has put in his confession and even in his diary always shown that he never meant to harm people in the worst way possible. It was his his absolutely tremendous fear about the government being so utterly corrupt that drove him that way, which is honestly something that he should talk with a therapist about. I'm gonna be real with you here, but that doesn't change the fact that he deserves a second chance, especially because he was not the most aggressive person in the group. He always wanted to get them on to go the more less violent ways, you know.
I mean, I wouldn't just take it from me, but I mean, I'd like to call Vedra as a witness. I mean, Vedra saw how all of this has affected me and everyone else in the government, so I'd like Vedra to come.
Yeah, allowed, Major, please.
Ghost affiliate. You and your group. Soph is right. You've caused havoc. You've caused unrest. You have caused so much pain on the server. And there's nothing that we can do to justify it. You have caused death. You have caused panic. You have caused me and Soph to stay in hiding. We had not seen the sun in months out of sheer fear of our lives and the lives of everybody on the server. We started a government because we care about the people. And you saw us as a threat, as something to take care of. However, your reasoning for doing so is the safety of the people. And while the ends do not justify the means in any scenario, I see regret. I see remorse. I see that the prison has done its job. It's done what it was meant to do. The prison has worked. I met with Ghost before we came over to the city hall today. And I cannot justify his actions, and I cannot say for certain whether the server would be safe with him roaming around. But what I can say is that I feel safe with Ghost on the server. And so I leave it up to you as members of the jury to decide, as members of the server, whether you also would feel safe and whether you believe that the prison has also done its job and that the actions that Ghost has performed will not happen again. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Vedra.
Thank you.
That was very emotional. Okay, members of the jury, please decide whether you feel safe, as Vader said, with Ghost Affiliate 3.
so
Wow.
Pulse, am I right?
Holy
Sorry.
shit.
Jesus, that
Well.
was
Cough,
intense.
cough, cough.
That
We'll
was
call
really
that one up
intense.
again.
God damn, that was awesome.
Oh my
I
god, my
have to
hands are
say-
sweaty.
I would like to
Sorry,
say,
sorry.
Alex, I would like to say if actually I'm gonna say this to Ghost. Hey Ghost, I do also have a therapy business if you want to talk to someone that issues.
Did you just steal
I
my
know you,
idea?
I know like, and I feel like we can relate. Like you have white hair, I have white hair.
I mean, I think yours
You
is
have
like
purple eyes, I have pinkish purple eyes.
I can't see your
You know,
eyes.
I think you. I'm not taking you off the mask. I have severe anxiety and insecurities. Anyway, just
Do
trust
you
me
also
on
need
this.
therapy?
Therapist.
What do we do
Everyone
when a
needs
therapist
therapy.
needs therapy?
Therapy.
True.
Yeah,
I
I
am also a therapist.
Fine, I will take off the. You know what? Fine, I'll take off the mask.
Hot
Oh,
layer.
no.
Hot layer.
This is a time of healing. I have
Oh,
pink
that's
eyes.
So here, let me take mine off.
Let me
I
see
don't have
this.
pink eyes. I'll
Why
just
is
take it off.
everyone trying to look now? Wow. Okay, this is why
I hate to break it to you, but it was
Oh,
on my
God.
stream,
He
so
took the brim
everyone
off.
saw
He
it.
took the brim off.
Oh my god, I need to check the VOD.
All you need to know is that Ghost can now confirm I do have pink eyes, and
They are very
you know,
pink.
please put your brims back on.
Hang on it.
But yeah,
All that I've learned about this
if
trial
you
is that I do
do
not
need-
want to go to a real trial in my life.
Yeah.
I've actually been in
Wait till you
some
get
mock
close to jury
trials.
duty.
Anyway, Ghost, if you do need therapy and assistance after being found hopefully not guilty, I will be there.
I need so much therapy.
Free of charge. Free of charge, honestly,
will
with the
also have
state
to
you're
verify.
in, free of charge, buddy.
We have a
I don't know
Is
what
it
to
a
say
first
to
one in
that.
the
I don't know
house
if it's a good
situation?
or a bad thing.
It's a first like 15 on the house with this guy.
Does anybody in the court need therapy?
Yeah, SmileSMP is free healthcare.
think
Vadra
everyone does
XD
after
is gonna
that.
pay. Vadra XD pays me now. Free healthcare. Vadra XD has to pay me for every time I give Ghost therapy. Now canon. Sorry, you can't escape it, God.
We're gonna get banned again.
It's like the
God
Netherlands.
is still up there.
Stop twerking at the.
I feel
Bro,
like my
we-
static really likes Fortnite.
Okay, we need
That's
to
an
make a
L.
Battle
therapy off.
pass.
No, because it's so.
I
It's
just
just
shit
fun.
out my ass.
What?
What?
One victory royale.
Booted
Oh,
up my
nice.
PC because I need me. That Fortnite battle pass.
What is a brim?
Hey,
it's
mine-
like the hat extra layer.
Oh.
Do you want me to remove
Minecraft
my
battle
again?
pass. Minecraft battle pass.
That sounds awful.
Do not give.
Hey.
Do not give Microsoft ideas, please.
Oh my
please,
god.
for the love of God.
Oh
Alex,
god.
Alex, take off the brim.
You would
What
want to see
brim?
this.
I mean,
Take off your brim.
If Microsoft,
No.
if in the Minecraft Battle Pass they offer capes, I'd be down.
I
Someone
paid
had a
Optifine
level
$10
example.
for this cape. I will not let go.
yeah, but if people don't have Optifine, then they don't see the cape.
Then get Optifine then.
Sucks
Easy.
for them, I guess. Get Optifine, nerds. It's free.
what
It
if-
helps
what
your
if-
game.
But what if when it doesn't update?
Then
What?
get
What?
the
What?
beta version.
You don't talk. I
Take
can't
it
hear
now.
you. What's up?
Hold
What's
on.
up, gay boy?
There are many
Does
people in
anyone
this
want
call you could be
axolotls?
referring
I
to.
have 4.
Oh my
What's up,
god.
Halloween eyes, gay boy? Come on, answer me.
Excuse
Stop,
you, I
stop
designed
key
those
spamming
eyes.
and answer me.
Don't diss their eyes. I designed those.
Their eyes are beautiful. Why is your
Thanks.
brim? Why was your brim off again? You
Because
see
I
no
wanted
ca-
it to be.
You know
Who's
what?
getting
My
And the
trial's
jury,
next.
hurry up.
My trial's gonna be
Yeah,
next.
I have anxiety. Can they please like hurry up?
Whoa.
My trial's gonna be next for double homicide.
Well then.
Ghost, I will
maybe
still
not
offer
say that
therapy.
during a
Like,
trial.
Bucket, why you got a sword out?
No, I don't have a sword out. When
Why do
you're
I have
blind.
Wait,
I
what?
saw the
You're as
sword.
blind as glow stick.
I'm
Don't-
not.
The fuck?
Have a
In
potato.
Minecraft, I already have potatoes.
Whose freaking fish is this?
I have an axolotl.
I have an
I also have an
axolotl.
Jury is returning.
Why are there
Oh
axolotls?
fuck, they're back.
Jury. Why is there a block here? Free block. Eerie, why are you all armored up? Oh, you returned from the caves, I see.
Yes.
I will feel very bad if Ghost gets not guilty in
I'm
your
a
client.
changed woman.
black.
Oh.
I mean,
Well, at least Atlas has you on their shirt.
Oh, they're back.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that. Kind of
Okay.
The decision of the century.
Okay. I see the jury members are ready with their decision. If
Mhm.
you may.
All right. So the jury has discussed, and we decided that for Ghost, he should be let out on probation for 6 months, be required to do a type of community service, and we would also like to recommend a therapy for him as well.
Hey,
Okay.
therapy! Ghost? Okay, Ghost, me and you, buddy. We're gonna get through this.
We also do want to mention as well to revisit one of the earlier cases for Aoshi. We would like for them to also have therapy provided in prison.
Yo, I got